Today I'm reading a book called The Extraordinary Life of Alan Turing. Written by Mitchell Lee Richardson, illustrated by Frida Chu. Who was Alan Turing? Alan Machen Turing was born in Meadow Valley, London on 23 June 1912. Some people call Alan the godfather of modern computer because of his inventions of the incredible Turing machine. Alan has also gone down in history for his extremely important role in defeating the Nazis in the Second World War because of his code-breaking skills. Alan was known for being quiet and shy, and he had a high-pitched voice and a distinctive laugh. His shirts were often untucked and his hair messy. Alan showed an early talent for maths and science, though he wasn't quite as good at subjects he didn't like. He was bottom of his class in Latin, and his English teacher said his handwriting was the worst they had ever seen. Alan went on to attend Cambridge University, where he studied mathematics. After graduating, Alan invented the Turing machine, an imaginary computer that could calculate anything through a system of instructions. During the Second World War, Alan worked at Bletchley Park. There, Alan helped create the Bommy, an early electromechanical computer that could decode secret messages sent between enemy soldiers during the war. Alan's work was critical in helping the Allies defeat the Nazis. After the war, Alan turned his attention to artificial intelligence, a field so new that it hasn't even been named yet. He came up with the Turing test, which determined a machine able to trick someone into believing it is human. This was used when the first working computer was created. Machines take me by surprise with great focus. Alan was pressured during this lifetime for being gay. At the time, being gay was illegal, and when the police found out that Alan had been in a relationship with another man, he was arrested and convicted as a criminal. He was no longer available to work as a codebreaker. In 1924, Alan's housekeeper found him dead from cyanide poisoning. Some people believe that Alan had meant to poison himself. Others think it was the result of an experiment gone wrong. Alan legacy. Historians believe that Alan's invention thwarted the Second World War by more than 2 years and saved over 14 million lives. But due to top secret nature of Alan's work, many people didn't find out about it until long after he died. We can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty that need to be done. Turning top inventions. The turning machine, an imaginary system that can calculate anything a modern computer can, which Alan thought of before computers and calculators were even invented. The Bommy, a machine used to decode secret messages during the Second World War. The Turing test, which demonstrated a machine able to trick someone into believing it is human. Alan's early life. Alan was born in London in 1912. His father, Julius, worked for the Indian Civil Service and his mother, Sarah Stoney, was the daughter of the chief engineer of the Madras Railway. Both of his parents spent a lot of time in India when Alan was a child. When their parents were always Alan and his older brother, John, lived with a retired military couple, Colony and Mrs. Ward, in St. Leonards-on-Sea, a seaside town near Hastings in East Sussex. Colony and Mrs. Ward have 4 daughters on their own, and also took in 3 of Alan's cousins. It was a good job they had a large house with a big nursery. Alan was a curious child, and he was a sucker for rules. Once, when Alan and his nanny were playing a game, his nanny fixed the game so that Alan would win. Alan realized he flew into a tantrum. Because his parents were always so often, it was John's responsibility to get Alan dressed in the soldier suit that was popular at the time. Thought John would complain that Alan wouldn't keep himself clean and tidy for more than 5 minutes. Alan taught himself to read in only 3 weeks, and he was very fond of numbers. When he was out for a walk, he would stop at every lamp post to check its sailor number. He was especially interested in science and would often do experiments on his own. He once planted his broken toy soldier in the ground to see if he could grow a new soldier from the broken pieces. Growing up, Alan's favorite hobby was science, and his favorite book was National World Every Child Should Know by Edwin Teeny Brewster. The book was all about nature and biology, and Alan's mother had given it to him as a Christmas present when he was 10. Alan trusted it throughout his life. He fed what would end up being his long life fascination with science.